Well, good afternoon from the House of Representatives. This is your state representative, Condotta, with our weekly update. Well, it's an interesting time. We have more bills flying than ever, and the committee meetings are running, seems like, around the clock. We seem to be running at a much faster pace than normal, but soon enough we'll be getting some of these bills out to the floor, and you'll start to see the real controversy and issues surface. When speaking of controversial, one of the most controversial bills ever landed in this organization is coming down for hearing in my committee next week, Commerce and Labor. We call it the gag order. They call it the Employee Privatization Act. It is a very interesting bill. It essentially says workers and employers cannot discuss politics, religion, or unions within the confines, basically, of the building. This is completely adverse to the First Amendment. It has been put down at the Supreme Court level. It has been torn apart by every analyst in the United States. It has never been passed anywhere, and yet this bill is coming to the floor, or possibly coming to the floor in the Washington State House of Representatives. Amazing. We'll keep you posted on other controversial measures that are coming. Some local bills of interest. Last year we tried to pass out a bill that would change the way raffles are done so that the East Wenatchee folks could continue some of their great events. And that bill made it all the way through the process, and with 5 minutes left to go in the session last year, didn't get to the Senate floor. We got it out on the way. We hope we have a little more luck getting it finished this year. Another bill, some local explosives folks. These are the folks that do the avalanche work and other work on highways around explosives, needed some help on their licensing. We came to an agreement with the Department of Licensing, and that bill is well on its way also. So we're getting some good updates done quickly in the beginning. This is good news, and I see that we are getting some momentum on a number of other adjustment bills like those. The Technology and Energy Committee is really a great committee. That's new for me this year. I've explained this. We are getting all kinds of information on the new alternative energy sources, the new grids, the new way that power and solar and wind all ties together. Fantastic. Looking forward to next week. We're going to have a special day on the Energy Farm Expo, and this is going to explore some of the new nuclear alternatives. There's a lot of new technology around nuclear energy. The Europeans are way ahead of us on it, and it's safe nuclear, and it's very exciting stuff. We'll be looking at that next week, and I'll bring you up to date. Supplemental budget is now on the table. This is the budget that corrects the current budget. As you know, we have a deficit even in our current budget situation that we have to rectify before July 1st. That is out with about $600 million in cuts. Now we'll be moving from there to the regular budget, which is more like $6 billion off, and that's going to be a little bit more difficult to do, and you'll be hearing more about that in the coming weeks. But the supplemental budget for the what's left of this system, or this time, is done, and it'll still be negotiated. There's still negotiations. It's not finalized, but it is going to be out of the House very shortly. So we can move on to the, as I said, the big budget. Well, we continue to hear about more layoffs from Boeing, more store closures from Starbucks and others. The situation is not looking good out and about. We are hoping that we're seeing some resilience in the stock market and some other changes. The banking industry seems to be stabilizing. We hope so. In the meantime, the talk of the town here is the national stimulus package that you're hearing about in the Congress. How much will we get? Where will it go? What will it do? That is what's happening here, because we have to build a budget and then somehow integrate potentially that money. And of course, everybody's running to get their piece. And so that may be the bigger story than the actual budget is who gets up to it looks like $3.5 to $4 billion of money coming down from the federal government. And of course, even that's very controversial considering the federal government doesn't have any money. We'll keep you up to date on that and other things in the near future. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you soon.